Hello dear students, and welcome to this program. In this video, you will learn about paper 3, the speaking component of the O-Level English 1125 syllabus. We will discuss the different sections of the assessment and look at some specimen tasks. Then, you will be shown the assessment objectives of this component and how candidates will be assessed. Finally, we will consider how you might prepare yourselves for this examination. This is what we will cover in today's program: the structure of the assessment, assessment objectives and assessment criteria, and some examination tips. Before we look at the different components of the speaking assessment, it is important to note the following about the assessment. Number 1, the assessment is over 25 marks. Number 2, it lasts for around 14 minutes. And number 3, it makes up 15% of the overall assessment. There are 2 parts to the speaking test. In part 1, candidates are given 3 to 4 minutes of preparation time with the examination materials. Then there is the non-assessed warm-up activity. After this activity, candidates deliver their individual talk on a given topic. The topic is based on everyday or familiar topics, examples of which can be found in the syllabus. In part 2, the conversation part, candidates engage in a conversation with the examiner about the topic. Candidates are given 2 points of view and 3 prompts to help them to develop a conversation with the examiner for 5 to 6 minutes. Let's look at how an assessment looks like. In the examination room, you will be given the question paper, which looks very much like what you are seeing on screen now. You will have 3 to 4 minutes to prepare. Then, following a short warm-up conversation with your examiner, which is not assessed, you deliver your individual talk for 1 to 2 minutes. After the individual talk, you will engage in a conversation with the examiners on the given topic. The prompts given in the question paper will help you to prepare this conversation. There are 4 main assessment objectives to the speaking component. Candidates will be assessed on their ability to: Number 1, present facts, ideas, and opinions. Number 2, demonstrate control of a range of vocabulary and grammatical structures. Number 3, demonstrate control of pronunciation and intonation. And number 4, respond appropriately and maintain communication. In the table on screen, we can see the assessment criteria used to assess the performance of candidates in the speaking component. Candidates will be placed in one of the 6 different levels of achievement possible, with level 5 being the strongest and level 0 being the weakest. To be in level 5, a candidate must be able to do the following: present facts, ideas, and opinions in a detailed and coherent manner, use a wide and accurate range of vocabulary and grammatical structures, pronounce words correctly, speak at the correct pace, and use intonation effectively, and talk fluently and confidently, and not rely on the constant prompting of examiners to speak and produce language. Let us now ask ourselves how we can best prepare for this assessment. Speaking in front of examiners can be quite daunting, but there are things that can be done to get ready for this examination. Firstly, you are advised to go through all the topic areas listed in the syllabus. The syllabus is available on the MES website, and you can find the list of topic areas on pages 15 and 16. Secondly, you are advised to practice individual talk. This is the part of the assessment that can be very challenging, as you have to speak without making any notes. Take some topics from the syllabus and practice talking about them for 1 to 2 minutes. Thirdly, and we cannot stress this enough, it is vital that you listen to as much good English as possible. Listening to good English, whether on TV, online, or on radio, will improve your pronunciation, your intonation, and your general ability to speak English correctly. Watching movies and news in English can help greatly in this task. So, what have we learned today? To recap, we have seen that paper 3 is the speaking paper with 2 tasks, the individual talk task and the conversation task. You have learned that paper 3 is assessed over 25 marks and makes up 15% of the assessment. You have also learned about the assessment objectives and the assessment criteria for the speaking component. Finally, we briefly discussed ways in which you could prepare yourselves for this assessment. To learn more about how you could improve your speaking skills, please watch the English Grade 10 video on conversation. Dear students, we have reached the end of today's program, which looked at the various aspects of paper 3, the speaking paper. We hope you found it useful. See you next time.